league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. Big chips, man.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Raheem Mostert, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The throw right sideline here is complete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And Oliver. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got this. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch the ship. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Wide. Get wide. Tight dog. Shift. Watch the shift. Move. Watch twins. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky under pressure again, and down he goes again. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Mike 55. Now watch one. Alert. Sponge. No. Red. Take the edge.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Switch.
From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Check 26, check 26.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Kill. X3. 218, chopper. Ran, top. Hey, 18. Hey, get him. You got him. Chance. Check 52. Hey, alert 3. Check 7.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brian Burns. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
61, matchbox lights.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Hey, 0. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Open man is Samuel, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give, running right, Lindsey. Shifts by him. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me. 58. Go. 58. Come on. Dale.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Trubisky. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Mostert. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trubisky will throw, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Ran, go. Smooth. Mark 55. Danny.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That one complete to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3.
Move. At the 34-yard line.
Ran, go. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It's just me and you.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Alert. Lock in. Hey, Charlie. 55's my guy, 55. I'll get him.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We own them. 58, right over. Mike, 58, right there. Right.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Check. Lucky. Zebra. He's checking. Crash.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Boykin, 40 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Now Mostert trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Move. Check. Lock in. Move. Hey, zoom.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Trubisky staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Wilson being chased out left. He'll run it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That's good for 28 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Marr on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go! That's it. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Takk McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mostert. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Check. 18. Cross.
This is Mostert, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bengals, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.